God damn it!
What's up, guys? It's Mark, and welcome to a very special time that I like to call Harry Potter Month. We speak US English here, so I'm going to pick that. Now, you may be looking at this game and thinking, wait a minute, this doesn't seem usual. This seems like a Game Boy game. And well, you'd be right. And then you might think, oh, hey, great, Mark got himself a Game Boy player. And you would be wrong. I do not, in fact, have a Game Boy player at this time. I'm kind of breaking my own rule here, but since I can't find a Game Boy player for a reasonable price in a reasonable amount of time, I am instead forced to the devious world of emulation. But all is not lost. I do have the cartridge. You probably can't hear that, but that's me shaking the cartridge. And I do actually have Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone on Game Boy Color. Fun fact, it was my first Game Boy game ever. So, playing this game has a bit of special meaning to me, which is why I wanted to do it for Harry Potter Month, which is going to be our new thing. Since Harry Potter was born July 31st, I've decided that every month of July will be Harry Potter Month, where every video we upload on the channel will be a Harry Potter related video in some way, shape, or form. So, this game is kind of like Final Fantasy for beginners, if you will. And yeah, so if you've ever played a RPG before, you probably know how this works. It's pretty simple. You go through, you do some quests, you find some things. Oh man, you have no idea how nostalgic this is, guys. I can remember playing this game for hours. Ah! Yes, it still works. Oh, this is great, guys. Alright, let's go in the wand shop. And the artwork for this game is very reminiscent of, like, the books, rather than the movies. I mean, sure, Hagrid kind of looks like movie Hagrid, but everything else looks like the books, which is fantastic. Because I think it's a style that we kind of missed out on. Nice. And if you know anything about the wizarding world of Harry Potter, you will know... Yeah, there we go. Alright. But you will know that there's multiple different types of wizard currency. But in this game they simplified it and made it only sickles. And... you can fight with magic, and you can fight with these weird trading cards. I never really did any of the trading card side mission things. They seemed kind of pointless to me. I'm going with Merwin. Basically, this guy just gives you a bunch of cards because, you know, he's him. Look, it's my Game Boy Color! My actual childhood Game Boy Color. I had that light blue color that was always in the commercials, and I was so proud of that. And then it went somewhere. That sparkly log of poop is an enemy encounter, by the way, which we're not going to mess with that right now. We're going to do a little bit of poking around first, because you never know what you're going to find. Talking to you, lady. I wasn't talking to you. Ah, alright. I guess there's nothing in that barrel. But yeah, it's fun to just kind of wander around and search in on all the things. And I have not played this game in so long, guys. I've beaten it exactly once. And I got rid of my Game Boy cartridge so long ago. So I haven't played this game in a while. I mean, sure, I can emulate it whenever I want. As you can see, I'm clearly doing that right now. I can also do it on my PSP or my DSi if I really wanted to. Oh, here's the Pokemon Center. You couldn't tell. Well, I call it a Pokemon Center, but the only character you ever control or play as is Harry. So, you don't really need to worry about anyone else. And there's a bunch of shops here. I wonder if I'll find Draco in here. I don't remember. That must be later. Okay. But I remember when I was a kid playing this, one thing I tried to do is grind enough sickles to buy everything. And I'm not doing that this time, because if I did that, this would take forever, and I do mean forever. Because some of the stuff in these shops is expensive. Like, really, really pricey. But, you know. Anyways, welcome to Harry Potter. Welcome to my first Game Boy game I've ever had. Like, I ever owned. You'll get to see... Okay, good, they're just going to tell me about Hagrid and Griffith. Wonderful. But yeah, I mean, look at this. This blew my mind when I was a kid. I was like, it's Harry Potter on my friggin' Game Boy! And I'm not sure when this game came out. Based on the back of the cartridge, I think it was 1998. But that could just be the copyright for the PCB. I'm really not sure. But this game has a lot of special meaning to me. Very special place in my heart. Oh, ready for my first battle? So they're just kind of explaining, you know, RPG things. Which if you've ever played an RPG before, you will probably know how this works. Or at least a turn-based RPG. You pick an attack, you pick an enemy, you do damage to them. The one that costs 0, of course, doesn't take any magic away, but it's very weak. Although, as we saw against the bat, I think the red text means it's super effective. But hey, not bad. And so you get experience, and you get sickles, and there is a boss battle in Gringotts. So they don't mess around. There are boss battles, like, right away. And I'm pretty sure I still remember how Gringotts is laid out. So it shouldn't take too long to go through it. But man, I'm actually really happy I decided to play this game. I was thinking about doing the PC version of Sorcerer's Stone, which I do have, but I just don't have the same nostalgic memories for it as I do with this game. Like, are you ever gonna reach your own vault? Like, this was like the game I played until I got Pokemon, and then I played Pokemon pretty much non-stop. So, you know. Gotta love good old Pokemon. Of course, I mean, I borrowed people's Pokemon and played it, but this was my Pokemon before I had Pokemon. And it actually came with my Game Boy Color. I don't know if I've ever told the story of my first Game Boy, but I got a Game Boy Color, and I'm pretty sure it was from Costco, just based on the packaging it was in when I opened it on Christmas. Because it had like the big accessory pack with it. So it had like a carrying case and this and that. And like I said, it's that blue one that they always showed off in advertisements. And oh, and that's another nice thing. Whenever you level up, it restores everything, which is fantastic. But yeah, it came with a big accessory pack. I had all the things. And it came with this game. And I was just so excited to finally have my own Game Boy, because up until then I had been borrowing my friend Zach's, and his was just a Game Boy Pocket. It wasn't even a Game Boy Color. It didn't even have a color screen, guys. Like, that was huge back in the day. So being able to play all your favorite games and in color I mean, come on. You know? Come on. That's where it's at. That's what it's about. And I went through so many double A's with that stupid Game Boy. I wish I remember what I did with it. I think I lent it to Henry and I just never saw it again. But then again, a lot of his Game Boy stuff got stolen at various points. So, I mean, I don't really blame Henry for it. But, you know, it's his fault. It's definitely Henry's fault. As for what I did with this game, I might have traded it into GameStop. I don't know why. I don't usually trade games in. That's not something I tend to do. I don't trade systems or games in usually, unless I just like really don't like them. But there's hardly, I don't think there's ever been a system I've ever owned that I've like hated to the point where I'd want to trade it in. I think I did trade in a Game Boy Advance SP though, because I needed the credit for something. Because it was worth like $50 in store credit at the time, so I was like, yeah, I really need that $50 for games. More than I need the Game Boy Advance SP. Of course, looking back on it now, I wish I wouldn't have done that. I wish I still had 2 GBA SPs, but I mean, you know, you do what you do. And I mean, it's not like SPs are hard to find or anything. Hop on eBay, you'll find like 10 of them for like $20 or less. So it's not like I can't get another one. It's just I kind of wish I still had one. I kind of want an original GBA model too, so that way when I finally get my Game Boy player, I can use the GBA as the controller. Because I do have one of those cables that lets you hook your Game Boy up through the controller port. And if you do that on the GameCube with the Game Boy player, you can just use a Game Boy as your controller, which is so cool. Like, come on, that's all you need. I'm gonna try my best not to let myself die here. Nice. Get me some cash money. Part 2, the dungeon. Alright, this is where it gets serious. Because the boss is somewhere in this second half. And this is also where enemies get a little harder. And their idea of a difficulty curve is just throwing more enemies at you, so it's not like super hard or anything, it's just kind of annoying. And you may be thinking, rats, that's not really what I think of when I think of enemies in Harry Potter. And yeah, you'd definitely be right about that. I always thought the fact that you're fighting rats was kind of weird, but come to find out later that it's actually a bit of a trope in RPGs, so I guess I'm not too mad about it. It makes sense, but it feels kind of cheap, I guess. Wow, that did nothing! Oh, wow, okay. Is it going to do nothing again? No, I think it should do something now. I guess it's just that 1 in 255 chance where it does nothing. Because, you know, everybody wanted to be Pokemon back then. Could you blame them, though? Like, just think, if back in the day, if EA made a Harry Potter-style Pokemon game, that would be pretty cool. Of course, back then they didn't have a roster of Fantastic Beasts fleshed out like they do now. I think if they tried it now, it would probably work, but back then, of course, you know, we didn't know all this stuff we know now about the world. Like, we didn't know that wizards don't need toilets because apparently they magic away their poop. Thanks for that, J.K. Rowling. Thanks for that. That's the kind of thrilling information I wanted. Ooh, that did a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Alright. Another nice thing about this game is the difficulty curve is never, like, ridiculous. I don't think there's ever been a point where I've felt compulsed to grind a lot. Of course, I'm kind of grinding right now, but that's because it's early game, and I feel like if there's going to be any point in the game you require somebody to grind, it should be, like, up front, rather than waiting a ridiculous amount of time. Like, what's the point of making it all the way to the end of the game and having the final boss be like 40 levels higher than anything else? That's just stupid. Oh, there's the boss, see? I did not mean to trigger it, but okay, I guess we're fighting the boss. Alright, let's go. We're doing this. Oh no, I'm almost out of magic. I might die, guys. This isn't good. I wanted to come in with a full set. Okay, well I think I might have items that can restore magic, so fingers crossed that I do. I know for sure I have healing items, so I'm not worried about that. And dang, this rat does a lot of damage. Seriously, look how much damage that thing does, like 12 per bite. That's crazy. Alright, luckily, I'm pretty sure... Yep. That restores some stamina. Stamina points instead of hit points. Ha! You just had to be different, didn't you, Harry Potter? I know your game. Alright, I'm gonna need to heal again. I'm gonna see if my item can actually heal magic, because if it can... Yes, it does. Okay, good. Oh, geez, I need to heal again. Yeah, I definitely shouldn't have encountered the boss yet, but you know what? I'm gonna kill it. It's okay. He's not... Yeah, see, look, I got him. Even as a kid, I didn't have trouble with that boss. And if you guys know me, you know I was a terrible gamer as a kid. Like, I really sucked at video games. But there's Hagrid. I didn't mean to dwaddle behind. You're the asshole that ran and left me. But Hagrid, I'm rich. Oh, 850 sickles. Heck yeah. I'll take it. Bye, Hagrid. Yeah, they had like these weird little cutscenes every once in a while where it's like, oh, you've done this. I think I can get more if I click around on the money. Maybe. Oh, well, I got a card combination. It's always worth searching these areas, because you might find something cool. Of course, there's no item finder like in Pokemon, but you know. Oh yeah, and then of course after that, they make you traverse the whole thing back. Oh, there's nothing down there, okay. What a waste. Out of my way, bats. But you may also have noticed that I've leveled up 3 times. 3 times in this dungeon. It is not difficult to level up in this game. And by the time you reach the end of the game, you'll be pretty powerful. At least in my experience. The only boss in this game that really ever gave me any trouble was the final boss. Which, spoilers for Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone if you somehow don't know, but the final boss of this game is in fact Lord Voldemort himself. And I say he gave me a challenge, but I think I healed twice during that battle and was fine. Much like with the rat boss just now. So, but he was the most challenging in that when he hit his attacks, they did like 30 damage. So he was messing me up something good. But I was so powerful by that point that I did like a quarter of his damage with every hit. So it was really a tit for tat kind of thing. where I would hit him with something powerful, he'd hit me with something powerful. It would just kind of go back and forth like that. But, of course, you'll get to see the final boss when it's time. Because for now, we still have to get young Harry all of his supplies. Ah, yes, wonderful. But yes, enjoy that Game Boy synth music. You're going to be hearing a lot of it. Not this specific tune, of course. I also liked how you could diagonally walk Harry. Because a lot of games, like Pokemon, for instance, would not let you do that. So every time I popped in this game, I could do that. I always thought it was neat. It's like, look, I'm making Harry Potter walk sideways. How weird is that? Ooh. Ooh. Still though, I gotta say, in regards to the way I'm playing this, I'm amazed at how good Wii emulation is. Because I'm playing on my Wii right now, emulating a Game Boy Advance. This is actually a port of Visual Boy Advance for the Wii, and it runs pretty dang good, actually. And playing Game Boy games with the Wiimote just feels natural. You know, it almost feels like I'm using a NES controller with them. It just feels right. I wonder if I got NES Classic controllers and plugged them into my Wiimote, if that would feel even better. Possibly. Possibly. But yeah, look at him just strutting. He's got the most cocky strut I've ever seen. Oh, and there's Hagrid. What you doing, Hagrid? Fine start. I've done literally nothing, Hagrid. Fine start. Who you kidding? Heal me, Jamaican lady. Yeah, see? The Pokemon Center features a Jamaican lady who heals you for free. How great is that? Alright, I will need to check the school supply list because I do not remember what I'm supposed to have. Okay, 3 robes, winter cloak, pointed hat, pair of gloves, name tag, potion kit, set of first year books, cauldron, and wand. Alright, so no broom. I'm pretty sure I already found the one in there. Yeah, see, I already found the one in there. You're too late, buddy. You're too late. Alright, I do need a potion kit, though. Potions are very useful in this game. Like, super useful. These potions are nice. When we get to Hogwarts, I can actually brew them, and let me tell you, they are a godsend to have. Have a card. A Bezoar Stone. I don't know what that is. This interaction always cracks me up. He's like... He's like those kids when you're in middle school and high school. He's like those kids that like wears a duster to school all the time and talks about how good his blue eyes is. And he's like, I'll trade you this rare card for this rare card. And you're just like, lol, okay dude, whatever. School supply list. Need a cauldron, yeah? It just says 1 cauldron. I don't know what the difference between the two are. I might just buy both, just because I don't know. A stirring choice. But yeah, making potions in this game is a really good thing, because you saw how expensive those potions are, yeah? Whereas I can find the ingredients around Hogwarts and make potions for free, which is so overpowered. Especially when you get into some of the later missions where you have to like wander through the castle, and the castle's kind of a labyrinth. Like, it gets confusing sometimes. So it's always nice to have the ability to make your own healing items in any game. I do kind of question the wisdom of it, of allowing you to do that. Oh, snack shop. What should I get? What should I get? Are they gonna tell you what they do? Nope. Darn. Alright, well, I know pumpkin pasties heal me, so I'm gonna get like, let's say like 10 of those. Licorice wands I would assume hold, like, restore magic power, so I'll get like 6 of those. Yeah, I wish I knew what they all did, because they don't have a description. Or wait, do they have a description when they're in your thing? No, they don't. Yeah, I don't know. Alright, so what do I still need, come to think of it? I haven't checked in a bit. Alright, so it looks like I mostly need clothes and books. I'm gonna go to the bookstore, then go to the clothes store, because I want to end with that. Because we get to see a very special someone in there. Nice. Can I buy other books? Are there other things I can buy? Nope. He just says, hello, Harry. Alright. That works. Cool. Alright. And here we go. Yep, and there's our very special account. Look at Draco's face. I mean, I suppose they did a pretty good job making him in pixel art, but look at his nose. And that eyebrow. Beastly servant. He's not our sort, you know. He's almost as bad as a muggle. What a dick. What a dick. Oh my gosh. Well, don't have to worry about him anymore. What's up, clothes lady? I'd like to buy some things. Stuff. I don't remember what all these things do, but I can tell you that you can upgrade some of them. Oh, I think they give you like bonuses when you're equipping them. Yeah, that's what they do. So yeah, check it out. I put these on, they give me different buffs. And you can actually get... Yeah, you can actually get more stuff later. And like upgrade what you're equipped with. And it does actually make you stronger. Yeah, I know, I've already done that. Thank you. Now we can go find Hagrid. Which I think he's still where we left him, over here. Yep, there he is. What? Fine start. I bought all the stuff. Oh, I need to buy 3 why do I need to buy 3 robes? I can only equip 1. Weird. Well, I guess they're going for realism, but if they're going for realism, then perhaps a magical world's not the best thing. Alright. Wow, I only have 64 sickles left. I'm a poor boy. I'm gonna have, like, no money. Help, I'm gonna become the Weasleys at this rate. Okay. I received Hedwig the Owl. And I like how in this, Hagrid names her Hedwig. Whereas in the books, and I don't remember if it's in the movie or not, but I know in the books, Harry names her Hedwig because he reads it in like a history book. And he's like, oh, that's a neat name for an owl. But yes, now we can go to Hogwarts. Hooray! Hooray! Hogwarts ahoy! And check it out. Here we are at platform 9 3/4. Grandson, eh? What's his name? But the shoes are darling. Women always love their shoes. He's still walking around while I'm talking to him. Needs more benches. Yeah, you're not wrong. This is a pretty sparse platform. Oh, I see the Weasleys. Look at them, they're all orange. Fine looking group of students this time. He's a creeper! The engineer's a creeper. Are you him? Those are Fred and George. That's Mrs. Weasley. I'm sorry, I haven't seen her pixel art in so long. Oh my gosh. Look at her. Look at Ron. Oh my gosh. Oh, that is hilarious. That made my day. She doesn't even acknowledge who I am. She's just like, yeah, what? Just get on the train, kid. Oh yeah, look at that. Pretty neat effect, huh? You can see the wheels spinning. It's awfully stuff. Well, it is a train. What do you expect? Where's the dining car? That's a good question, actually. Where is the dining car in this? So, I think this might be where we leave off for today on the Hogwarts Express. When you see me next time, we will go through the Hogwarts Express, and we will encounter our second boss battle. This time against a stuck-up little punk-ass bitch named Draco Malfoy. So, join me next time when we lay the beat down on that blonde kid that everybody hates, or loves, depending on who you are. Depending if you like Raylo or not. Alright, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.